Hey everyone, long time no see. Today I am here to talk about my July reading plans. First, I just want to say thank you for your patience. June did not go as planned and it was a lot busier than I had anticipated and just could not find a great time to sit down and film. And then I just kind of got behind and it was harder and harder to sit down and film for you all. So I am so excited to be here today and talk to you about my July reading plans and just kind of catch you guys up a little bit on what's been going on. So you may notice that I have a Christmas mug. So I decided, I think it was the end of June, just with June not being a super great month, I really wanted to lean into as much joy as I could possibly find. So you all know that I've been watching more Hallmark movies as of like last fall. So they do Christmas in July and I decided to fully lean into it and celebrate Christmas in July. So I have the Christmas coffee mugs in my rotation. I've been watching a lot of Christmas ambiance videos on YouTube, like in the background, either while I work or while I read. To just kind of like set the mood. And then obviously I've been watching some Hallmark Christmas movies and some of their Christmas content that is premiering this month. So I thought that in addition to the books that I plan to read, I would highlight some of my recommendations for Hallmark movies. If you are also in the same boat as me and you want to be celebrating Christmas in July, I've never done this before. Like I've never like truly celebrated Christmas in July. I mean, maybe I've watched like a Christmas movie once or twice, but I've never really like made it a priority to read Christmas books or really kind of like fully lean into it. Now, I don't have my tree up or anything. I'm not going to put decorations up, but just kind of leaning into the fun of the Christmas season. So it's been a lot of fun so far. The day that I'm filming this, we're 1 week into July. So I've had a few days where I've been able to kind of lean into the whole holiday magic, and it's just made a really big difference, especially on days where I haven't been feeling that great. So I just thought that I would incorporate that the rest of the month. And if you are interested, you can take some of my recommendations and get to enjoy the Christmas spirit as well. But first, let's talk about the reading plans that I have for this month. So I had mentioned, I think in my June reading plans video, that I am a part of the book club for B on YouTube. So Mama Needs to Read Romance is her channel. And we've been doing armchair travel we are doing armchair travel for this summer. Last month we did the Mediterranean. We did like a cruise around the Mediterranean and we stopped at these 4 different cities and 4 different countries. So we went to Greece, Italy, France, and Spain. And you'll see that in my reading wrap up. That was a lot of fun. And so in the month of July, we will be doing a road trip across Canada and the US. So that's going to be reflected in my reading as well as Christmas books, right? So let me go through my reading plans for this month. So first we have Canada. Now, full disclosure, Canada week has already passed because I'm a little late getting this video out. So my plan was to read One Golden Summer by Carly Fortune. And spoiler alert for my July wrap up, I DNF'd that book. So Canada's books were kind of a flop for me. I also tried reading another one and DNF'd that as well. So I kind of took a break for Canada week, and I do plan to revisit it this month. So if you have any good Canada books that you would recommend, let me know. I'm really trying to find some. This week we are in the Northeast, so New England all the way down to Pennsylvania and New Jersey. So my book that I chose this week is Happy Place by Emily Henry. And this is the only Emily Henry book that I have not read. I did start it this week and I am really enjoying it. I think after I finish this book, Emily Henry is going to solidify as one of my favorite authors. I think I might even like her more than Abby Jimenez, which I kind of have always said that Abby and Emily are like my two top tier current romance authors. But I don't know, Emily Henry just really does it so well. I just love her writing. Like, her writing just like hits for me. Like, it just is exactly what I'm looking for. It's perfect. I love it. And I'm really enjoying Happy Place so far. It takes place in Maine at a summer cottage, and it's a group of friends, but it is a romance, so it's kind of like a second chance romance. Again, like I said, I'm really enjoying it so far. I am going back and forth on audio, listening to it on Spotify, because I have 4 more hours left in my premium subscription for the month, because you get 15 hours for free every month if you are a Spotify premium member, which I was before they included audiobooks. So I'm trying to utilize that feature more. But I also have the physical book. So I'm going back and forth, and that is working out well for me. So that is my book for New England and the Northeast. After the Northeast, we're going to go to the South. Now, the South is a really big region. It's like from Maryland all the way down and through Texas, like Louisiana, all of that. So I am choosing Texas Destiny by Lorraine Heath. This is a Western historical fiction, and I've heard a lot of great things about this book. And I am excited to try it. My Hoopla has the audiobook, so that's how I plan to read it. After we go to the South, we're going to go up to, I think, Midwest. So there's not a lot of books set anywhere in the Midwest except for Chicago that I can find. So I chose Love at First by Kate Claiborne. Now, Kate Claiborne is an author that's been on my radar for a long time, like, gosh, years and years, maybe going on like 8 or 9 years. So I figured this would be a good time to actually try one of her books. And this particular book is set in Chicago, so that is why I chose it. Now, the last week we're going to be in the West. So I actually have 2 books that I am really interested in, and I don't know which one I'm going to pick. It's going to depend on what holds are available, like if my holds at the library become available by the time that I have this week. So the first book is Totally and Completely Fine by Alyssa Sussman. Now, this is a book, oh my gosh, you guys, I won a Goodreads giveaway. I can't believe it. I really thought that like no one won those. And so I won that book, and it came last week. It comes out, it's already out. So by the time that you see this video, it's a new release. But it just sounds so interesting. And since I have that book, it's set in Montana or Wyoming. I can't remember which one. I want to say Montana. Anyway, I have that book, so I don't have to wait on like a library hold for it. The other book that I have on my radar is Left of Forever by Tara DeWitt. And this is a second chance romance. It is about a couple who are divorced, who have a grown son. I think the son goes off to college, and the son has a request that the parents get together and do a road trip with him as they like drop him off at college. And on that road trip, they like reconnect and I think fall back in love. So it's just like a really interesting premise for a book. And I just really like second chance, but I find it interesting to do it in that way rather than just like what I would call like a younger love, which would be, you know, they connected when they were younger, like maybe went to college, drifted apart, and now are coming back, but like they don't have the history of being married. Like I think the element of being married adds like a whole different dynamic to the relationship. So I'm very interested to see if that becomes available, because I think that one might win out. But again, I have it on hold at my library, and I just don't know if the timing's gonna line up, but if it does, I would be very excited. So those are my books picked out for our US and Canada road trip that we are doing for our armchair travel. So I'm very excited about those. And then next I'm going to talk about my Christmas books that I have on my radar that I'm very excited to read for the month of July. These I'm going to sprinkle in as I finish the other books for my book club. So the first one I've actually already read, spoiler alert. It's A Holiday Homicide by Ellie Alexander. This is the 4th book in a secret bookcase mystery series. It's the 4th out of 6. At the time of recording this, I am up to the 5th book. I've read through the 5th book. So I actually am planning to pick up the 6th book. It just came out last month, and finish that. So that will be included in my July reading wrap up. But A Holiday Homicide, this was my favorite book of the series so far. I gave it 4 stars. I have given one other 4-star in the series. Now, cozy mysteries, the way that I rate cozy mysteries is a little bit different than like general fiction, because I kind of feel like, this is gonna sound bad, but like the quality isn't like as highbrow as like other fiction. It's still super fun, super enjoyable. I don't put it down, but like I don't think I could ever give a cozy mystery a 5 stars. For me personally, like the way that I rate books, I don't think that I could do that. So to give a cozy mystery a 4-star for me really means like top notch. I think this was really good. So I've given books in this series anywhere from a 3 to a 4. 3, 3.5, and 4 has kind of been my rating based upon which book it is. But this one was my favorite in the series, and it really just hit all of what I was looking for in a cozy mystery, especially a Christmas cozy mystery. The holiday coziness was just perfect. It was just everything that I was looking for. The mystery was good. The overarching mystery, because there's kind of like a cold case that develops throughout all 6 books. The revelation at the end of book 4 was very interesting to me. I actually gasped. My husband was like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "It's my book." It was just really, I just didn't expect it. And yeah, I'm just really enjoying it. So I cannot wait to finish the series, but I'm so glad that I got to read that one. So that one kind of kicked off my Christmas in July reading. Okay, the other books on my list I haven't read yet, but I am excited about them and I hope to get to them. The first book is Just Like Magic by Sarah Hogel. This one is has a little bit of magical realism to it, and I would say it's kind of like a Christmas Carol retelling, or takes inspiration from a Christmas Carol, because the female main character is introduced to this male main character, Ghost, who comes into her life to show her how like decisions she's made have impacted her life and how she wants to move forward. And then I believe that they both fall in love. So how is that going to work? I don't know, because one of them is Ghost, but kind of gives me Ashley Poston vibes. Ashley Poston, who, full disclosure, I have not read, but the summaries of her books, especially The 7-Year Slip, it's kind of similar in that, like, how do you fall in love with someone that's maybe not on the same timeline as you? And I just think that'll be a cozy kind of magical Christmas read. So I am excited to get to that one. The next book is The Christmas Sisters by Sarah Morgan. Also, I think it's The Holiday Cottage by Sarah Morgan. You guys, I read, and you'll see this in my reading wrap up for May and June video, but I read a Sarah Morgan book for June and I loved it. Now, this was the second Sarah Morgan book that I've read. I read one of her books last year and enjoyed it, and I kind of like fell down the Sarah Morgan rabbit hole, and I really feel like she might be one of my new favorite authors. I really like her women's fiction and the romance that she includes in those stories. So she has several holiday themed books, and so once I knew I was doing Christmas in July, I had to add her to my list because I just want to start reading her backlist. So if you've read either of those books, let me know which one maybe I should start with over the other. I think I'm leaning towards The Holiday Cottage, but I did watch a YouTube video. Sarah over at the Bookish Knitter did kind of like a spotlight on Sarah Morgan in a video. Gosh, it was an older video, maybe like 5 or 6 years old, or 3 or 4 years old. I don't know. It wasn't a recent video, but she talked about the Christmas Sisters and how I think it was her favorite Sarah Morgan book. So I'm conflicted. Maybe I'll just read both and solve my problem. But I have just really, really enjoyed her writing, and finding authors that have her writing or similar writing is what I'm looking for now. It's kind of what I'm in the mood for. I have been targeted nonstop on Facebook and Instagram because I've started to look at like women's fiction on Kindle Unlimited, and now I get a whole bunch of ads. But it actually leads me into my next book that's on my TBR for July, because I got to connect with an author on Instagram. Guys, I'm so excited about this. She is an indie author, and she's located, she writes her books set in Cape May, New Jersey. Now, Cape May is one of my favorite places. I love Cape May. It's very special to me. Me and my husband honeymooned there. And that was the first trip when we were dating that we took together. So we've been there twice, and I really want to go back. It's been almost 10 years since we've been, and I love it. Now, Cape May is the perfect Christmas beach town. There, I said it. It is perfect. It is very Victorian. So there's a lot of Victorian manor homes. There's a lot of bed and breakfasts that are there. And there is this beautiful hotel. It's called Congress Hall. And this destination, Cape May, New Jersey, used to be, I think this is where they got the name, the Congress Hall. It used to be a destination for a lot of politicians, like way back, like in the 1800s. Like, this is the beach town that they would go to. And I think a lot of them would stay at that hotel, which is kind of where it got its name, Congress Hall. But I'm going to try and post some, show some pictures here so you can see. But it is just the most charming little town. And I just love it. I just think it is so quaint and beautiful and charming. And every time that I've gone there, I've had a really great experience and a really fun time. So this author, I noticed that she was releasing, she's had one series, 3 books in that series that are set in Cape May, and they're just like contemporary romance women's fiction. But she has this new book coming out. I think it's already out. It's called Cape May, Christmas in July. Her name is Kimberly Brighton, and I'm going to be a part of her street team to help her launch the book. So I'm going to get a copy soon and read it. I did buy it on Kindle, but I don't know if that was because it kind of got released early, she said. So I don't know if that was the edited version. So I've just decided that I started to read it. I really liked it, but then I was like, you know what? I'm just going to wait until I get my physical copy. So that way I know that I'm reading the most up-to-date version. So anyway, this book looks so cute, and it reminds me a lot of Sarah Morgan's writing. So I'm just so glad that I got turned on to Sarah Morgan and then fell down the rabbit hole. And now I'm getting all of these recommendations from similar authors, and I just love to support independent authors when I can. And especially, she's not like local to me, but she's relatively local, within like a 3-hour radius. So that's always fun to have, someone that you can support who is local as well. So that I'm definitely going to get to. Once I get that book, I'm going to read it, and I will share my thoughts with you guys in my July reading wrap up. I'll share my thoughts with you about all of the books that I've read, obviously, like I do every month, but I am very excited to highlight that one because I think it's just perfect. What do you mean you wrote a book about 3 sisters and their love lives and coming together in July for a Christmas in July fundraiser to save the town because it's gone through a storm? What? That is me. That is a perfect book for me. So I'm just really excited about it, as you can tell. So that wraps up my reading plans. Yes, I'm still slowly working through my tea. I also wanted to tell you what tea it was. It is Celestial Candy Cane Lane, caffeine-free, decaffeinated green tea. So it's a peppermint tea. It's so cute. You can look at the cover. The cover is so cute with the polar bears and the candy canes. I love it. Now I want to talk to you about Hallmark Christmas in July, what I would recommend, what I watched so far, and if all you care about is reading, you can definitely pop out now because I'm just going to talk about Hallmark before I wrap up the video. And thanks for joining. But let's just talk about Christmas in July because I am living my best life. My best life is being lived right now because there is just something about it being super warm outside and having a nice, cozy Hallmark Christmas movie on with your Christmas mug. Like, I think one of the things about Christmas in July that I like is the Christmas season is so busy with like obligations, right? Like you have a lot of gatherings, company parties, family parties, you know, all of the things. I'm baking cookies, I'm shopping, I'm wrapping, I'm decorating, I'm doing all of these things in addition to just like my daily life, that it's kind of overwhelming. Like I do watch Hallmark Christmas movies and normal Christmas movies at that time, but it almost just feels like a little bit of like a pressure cooker because you've got everything going on. And there's just something about summertime where it's a little bit slowed down, you know, everyone's on vacation, hopefully taking it a little bit slow. And then you get to insert like the holiday magic. So you get to have your comfy, cozy, nostalgic movies. I don't know, something about it has just made me very happy this month. The state of the world is just chaos. So I am just really leaning into whatever can bring me joy, and I highly recommend that you guys do that too. So if you're looking for a little bit of joy, y'all should watch some Hallmark Christmas movies. And here's gonna be my recommendations. So I have watched so far A Biltmore Christmas. We're gonna start at the top. Why even work up to the very favorite? Because A Biltmore Christmas is my top tier, #1 all-time favorite Hallmark Christmas movie. The way that I love this movie, I can't describe. I watched it last year for the first time. It came out in 2024. And when I was getting back into watching Hallmark Christmas movies, people kept recommending it to me. And I had been to the Biltmore. This was actually, me and my husband went for our 1-year wedding anniversary that we went down to Asheville and toured the estate and really liked it. So I was like, okay, I've been, it's fun. I think it would be neat to like watch a movie based upon a place that I've been. Like that was it. I was like, I'm gonna go into it. That's gonna be why I'm gonna watch this movie. And you guys, the way that I was blown away by this movie, it reminds me of just a really good Christmas movie. It is not super, it doesn't lean in super hard into like the traditional Hallmark tropes. It is set at the Biltmore estate. So if you've been, it's beautiful, and they filmed it during Christmas time, so it's decorated, which is really fun. And this movie has a dual timeline. In the present day, it's the female main character who is working for the film company that filmed this movie that happened in the past, which is kind of like It's a Wonderful Life. It's like a classic 1950s Christmas movie. It's called His Merry Wife, and His Merry Wife was filmed at the Biltmore, and the female main character is tasked with like creating a modern version of it. And she doesn't believe in love, and she's kind of like jaded and doesn't really like the movie that much, like doesn't think it's realistic. Like she likes the movie but doesn't think it's realistic, right? Somehow, I'm not going to spoil it, but she gets to go back in time, and it's dual timeline. They go back and forth from when they're filming the original His Merry Wife to present day. Christopher Palaha as Jack Houston is top tier. He is perfect. I love this movie. I don't know. distraught because I love it so much. Every time I think about it, I'm just like, God, I love this movie so much. It is just, I wish I had a better way of articulating it. But if I haven't sold it to you enough, please go watch this movie. I digress. I'm gonna move on past A Biltmore Christmas because I could just sit here and talk about it all day. The next movie that I watched recently was right at Christmas, or no, right before Christmas. I'll put the movie poster. This is a 2019 movie with Chad Michael Murray. This movie I watched for the first time last year and I liked it, but it held up on rewatch because sometimes I'm like, I liked it, but maybe it won't be great at rewatch. Like maybe it was just like the first time magic. But this movie actually I really did enjoy again when I rewatched it. So this movie is a very me movie as well. So this movie is a little bit more traditional Hallmark formula, but it's really cute. And I think that it would be worthwhile to watch. So it's about this female main character whose life has been impacted by several people, and she ends up writing Christmas cards to them. And as a result, you get to see how the lives of the people that she writes the Christmas cards to play out. And Chad Michael Murray, you all, is so charming in this movie. He is just top tier Chad Michael Murray in this movie. And I really loved it. There was a little bit that I don't like. There's a little bit of a miscommunication trope at the end of the movie, towards the end of the movie, which I'm not a fan of in books, in movies. I don't like it. And it's maybe just like a touch cheesy, but I would still recommend it. And I really liked it upon rewatch. So that would be my second recommendation. The third recommendation, this is a movie that I have thought about ever since I watched it last Christmas. It was a new movie last Christmas for their countdown to Christmas, and it was called Sugar Plummed. And this was such a unique premise for a movie. This was about this, it's kind of like Hallmark made a movie making fun of Hallmark movies, but they were in on the joke, okay? And it's very endearing and it's very sweet. So the movie Sugar Plummed is about this mom who wants to have, like, our kids are in high school, maybe it's like the last Christmas they're all together before everyone starts going off to college, and she wants to have this picture perfect Christmas, and she watches these sugar plum Christmas movies. So these TV Christmas movies with a character named Sugar Plum who is kind of like a Mary Poppins, if you will, and everything works out perfectly. Like, she has this formula for how Christmas should go, and the female main character of the movie is wanting to have a sugar plummed Christmas. So it's perfect for her family. And somehow, some way, Sugar Plum from the movies comes out into her real life. Like, somehow it gets out of the TV, she summons her, comes into real life. And the movie is about Sugar Plum, the character, experiencing like a real life Christmas and what that is like versus like what she's used to in the picture perfect movies, right? It is such a sweet movie. And I mean, it's not like super romantic because it's really more about like the meaning of Christmas and kind of the expectations that we put on a family Christmas and how Christmas doesn't have to be picture perfect in order for it to be meaningful. And I liked it when I watched it, but I wouldn't have said like it was a favorite movie of mine. But I have literally thought about this movie a lot since it came out. So now I really want to rewatch it. And I think that it would be a good one to watch if you haven't. And the last movie I'm going to talk about is Santa Tell Me. This one came out last year. I caught the end of it recently, and it's a really cute movie. Now this one's more of a romance, and there's a little bit of like Santa magic in it, which I personally love in a Christmas movie. And it is about a female main character who I think has to, yeah, she has to, I don't know if she's a designer, but she has to like a home designer, but she has to renovate this home before Christmas. And there's this like primetime reveal for how the renovations go. And she connects with the male main character who she ends up with. And they kind of butt heads at first. And she gets this letter from Santa saying that her true love, she's gonna meet that Christmas season, and their name is gonna be Nick. And so she kind of goes on dates because she has like 3 different meet cutes with men named Nick. And so you kind of see their dates. Plus, throughout the whole thing, she's still working with the male main character on the home renovation. And you just see how their relationship unfolds and how she's kind of drawn towards him. But again, she gets this letter from Santa saying that she's supposed to end up with this guy named Nick, and his name isn't Nick. So it is very cute. Highly recommend it. I'm going to put in the comments a promo that I saw for Hallmark Plus, which is Hallmark's streaming platform. This is not an affiliate link. I literally get nothing out of sharing this except for I want you guys to watch these movies. And if you don't have cable, this is how I have been watching them. I do have cable, but I also have Hallmark Plus, so I could just watch movies on demand at any time without commercials. But I was on Instagram the other day and I saw that they were having this sale, and I think you can get your first 3 months for $3. So if you want to do that and check out the movies or celebrate Christmas in July with me, you can do that. And again, I don't get anything if you sign up. It's really just like if you've been hooked based upon me talking about these movies and you want to watch it and you want to save money, because that's what I'm about, I will give you the Instagram discount code that I found, and I hope that you get to enjoy it. If you would like, please share with me. I'm gonna wrap up the whole video now. Okay, we're gonna put a little bookend on the Hallmark movies, but if you would like to share with me in the comments your favorite Christmas movie, Hallmark or not, that's fine. Please do so, and let me know which books you plan to read in July. What are your reading plans? And we'll kind of keep the conversation going. So I will be so excited to report back in my July reading wrap up and share with you all how the month goes. And I will talk with you guys soon. And I hope you have a great rest of your day. Hope you are reading a really good book, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.